and welcome to our group's presentation. In today's topic, we will be talking about Kabuki Theater, which originated in the Edo period in 1603 AD. We will be mainly focusing on three topics surrounding Kabuki's production element, its coding, and the meaning behind its productions. Starting with Kabuki stage elements, we can highlight from the start its unique stage setup. Contrary to your usual theater, Kabuki stage is designed in a way to make sure the audience feels a sense of intimacy as it is close to the stage and the walking runway to their left side. The runway, called the Hanamichi, is a passage that extends as a right angle to the Hambutai, the main stage from its left side, also called the Shimote. It is mainly for actors' entrances and exits, but it can also become a road, the sea, or a riverbank, according to the scenes being performed. The seti, located in the main stage, is a trapdoor lift stage mechanism for raising and lowering cutout portions of the stage floor. It is divided into three sections that allow to move the stage up or down, lower and raise the actors for a dramatic entrance or exit, or quickly remove props off stage. The Maori Bitai stage mechanism turns the part of the floor of the stage center that is cut out in a large diameter circle. Scene changes can be done smoothly by rotating the circular sections of the stage on which sets of 2 or 3 scenes have been erected. The Maori Bitai can change sets in full view of the audience, and it effectively increases the visual appeal of scene changes. In the koromisu, an enclosed room, musical instruments including large drums and hand drums are played to provide sound effects. And although the stage is the first impression of Kabuki theater, the bold and bright costumes of the actors on stage is what really captivates the audience. Kabuki costumes are made with bold colors and patterns. It is said to heighten the drama of the performance. The female characters generally wear an elaborate kimono and an obai. Pleated hakama trousers are worn by characters of the sexes, and actors playing both sexes often have a supported midriff because a straight, curveless figure is regarded the epitome of beauty. Wigs are also an essential accessory, with each costume having its own type. Specialized craftsmen shape the wigs to the head, maintain them, and prepare them for each performance. Surprisingly, most wigs are made of human hair, but some are made of horsehair or bear fur, imported from Tibet. Kabuki makeup, having more than 100 styles, is composed of very dramatic lines and shapes applied in colors that represent certain qualities. The makeup and perfume worn throughout performances were highly significant to the stories that were being told, because from their designs, the audience should be able to glean what are the qualities of the characters on stage. And no matter the actual style, white face paint was the foundation of Kabuki makeup, since it will make the actor's features disappear, so the makeup artist was then free to make their face look perfect. So with a unique stage and captivating costumes and makeup, Kabuki theater plays essence is to entertain the audience. Plays are performed using a combination of dramatic dialogue and dance, and accompanied by drums, flutes, and chants. Dancing is an essential part of Kabuki. Most Kabuki dances are closer to lively folk dances, featuring rapid, energetic, vertical movements and jumps. Kabuki dancers focus on the earth and use a great deal of stamping and stomping to emphasize rhythmic movement. Think about it as a heavy tap dance. Nearly every full-length play occupies 5 acts. One major difference between Kabuki and much of Western theater is that Kabuki actors make less of an attempt to hide the performance aspect of the work. Realism is far less emphasized, and the form generally favoring what is often referred to as formalized beauty. With that being said, my partner will continue on with the presentation, focusing on the coding of Kabuki theater.
Coding is a special connection and communication between a performer and the audience. There are 2 known types of coding, which are production elements and theatrical conventions. First, we're going to talk about production elements. For Kabuki, some production elements are the wearing of makeup rather than masks, and the encouragement of actors to improvise than follow the script. On the top picture, you see multiple types of makeup that are worn. These makeup can represent different types of characters, whether they be protagonists, antagonists, or women. On the bottom picture, you see some actors on the stage in their costumes. Next, we will be talking about theatrical conventions. For Kabuki, some theatrical conventions are the use of the fans and the hanamachi stage. Fans are used to express weather, like wind and sunrises, weapons, like knives, and behaviors, like drinking and cutting. One example of a fan is on the top picture. The hanamachi stage is well known for this theater form. It is a way to interact with the audience by connecting the back of the room to the stage. Hanamachis were so popular that another stage could be added to the performance. One example could be the bottom picture.
So, what are the meanings behind many of the kabuki productions? So, kabuki theater can actually be separated into three main types. There is shosogoto kabuki, jadimono, and siwamono. So, the first type, shosogoto kabuki, are pieces performed by professional kabuki dancers. So, the majority of the shosogoto performances are professional kabuki dancers performing a specific dance routine to tell a story or maybe convey a certain feeling or emotion towards the audience. Many of these performances can be maybe trying to portray a happy and uplifting mood or tone on a certain event, or a lot of times they can be portraying a sad or maybe devastating event through simple dance routines. So Shosogoto Kabuki is not really a verbal communication, but they're communicating with the audience through motion and through dance to create a more emotional experience. So the next type of kabuki is called jadimono. These are often referred to as period plays. This is because the stories presented in the performances are often based off of an important or significant event in Japanese history. The meaning of the production can depend on the event that the performers are trying to reenact or retell. These are mainly used to help the audience understand why this event is significant, or to gain a clearer perspective of what happened, who was there, or who did what in the form of theater to create a more emotional experience for the audience. These plays may also be used to portray current events. They are sometimes used to express an opinion or one's view on a political event to maybe sway the audience a little closer towards their perspective on the particular issue or event. And at last, the third type of kabuki is the Siwamono performances. Siwamono focuses more on the romantic drama and stories of the townspeople or families in the villages. According to an article from the Japan Arts Council, the most popular performances of these were the Bunraku stories. These were actually performed with hand-conducted puppets as the characters. As you can see in the picture to the left, those are actually kabuki puppets that were controlled by the actors in the performances. They're also handheld, so there were no strings attached to them. And the main meaning behind Siwamono productions comes from the lover suicide stories, in which the characters portrayed the societal pressures or restrictions that the lovers' characters in the stories faced while delivering a heartfelt and emotional experience to the audience.
And finally, we have our references separated into the three main topics.